What's up, everybody? We are back on our Abzan Lantern list. If you guys are watching this on YouTube, I'm sure you'll see other videos down below. We played this list about 2 weeks ago, and we went. I think we went 3-2. We did pretty well, other than the record doesn't sound too good, but the games were good. We're basically still on our black, green, white, white specifically for prismatic ending here. Our sideboard, we didn't really make any changes to the sideboard. We haven't played this list in a couple weeks, so we want to see if this is still good enough. I'm kind of unsure about the Leyline of Sanctity, as much as I love the card. We could always kind of go up in numbers of our other sideboard pieces, like another Voidwalker, some more protection. But yeah, again, if you're watching this on YouTube, feel free to like, subscribe, all that stuff. Helps a lot. And we can kind of hop into the games here. Trying to find like other lists. I was trying to compare mine to other lists, and there just aren't any of the lists, like recent lists posted. So we like this hand. It has some interaction. And it has Saga to get Lantern. Opponent mulligan to 6. We're going to keep this. Because we can go turn 1 Shredder to have Shredder activated, and then we can ending their turn 1 play. Pretty solid overall. No Lurrus, and they're playing a blue card. Siren Visions, okay. So just from that start, you automatically assume combo, which hopefully Brutality can help with. But our hand isn't really suited for combo yet. So I'll play this out because we have mini artifact for colorless. I don't want to mill them because I don't know if they're a graveyard-based deck, so we might be helping them. Jeskai. That's a good one. So let's get that out. Well, actually, let's throw us and see what they're doing first. I don't think they can win. They could just. Okay, well, good. This is why we didn't randomly mill them. So it's Jeskai Phoenix, and Cage is like really good against them. And we're gonna take ending here. It's a great. They have Metamorphose, Steam Vents Bolt. So they can play the land and they can flashback Mending in response to Cage here. What sucks is that if they get another Prismatic Ending, it's not going to be good for us. So let's put down Cage. They should cast Mending in response. They did not. That's kind of worrisome. Yeah, I don't know why. Unless they have an end of the turn play we don't know about. Or unless they just misplayed that. So we're gonna have Bolt, Metamorphose. Just picks us. I still don't want to mill them yet. We can do this. So we could get Relic to keep them under, but I'd like to get Lantern to see. Okay, Lightning Bolt. We don't care about that. We just don't want them to draw an ending. We're just trying to keep them off ending here. But Stirrings is good for us, so we're going to keep that. No land. Do we... So this is where... Do we care about how many lands they have? I think the answer is no. Because we don't care. Because they would be casting stuff anyway. They were low to the ground. So we're fine with that. But we do want to draw Stirrings. I don't know what we could needle. The only thing I could think of is fetch land, but we'll just get a Saga here. Inquisition's really good. I'm trying to think. Let me look up. Let's look at the latest. Like, just Kai Phoenix. I'm sure they're just playing like the most recent one. So main deck, Demi-Lich, Prismatic Ending. Yeah, we don't. That's fine. So they'll draw the land here, Thought Scour. Are they playing Thought Scour? Yeah. So they're sitting on Manamorphose Bolt and a bunch of spells. We'll mill Thought Scour, because I feel like there's a Demi-Lich. Let's see. So we'll probably Pixis that. Even though Cage stops it, but it's fine. Needle. Let's see if they want any like instant speed interaction here. Okay. So they can't, yeah, they couldn't beat that. So what are they going to bring in here? They have Alpine Moon, Chalice, Wear Tear. So they'll probably bring in the 3 Wear Tears and 3 Alpine Moons, taking out like 4 Lightning Bolt and 3 Gutshot. So that's like a nice clean sweep for them. So we definitely want Voidwalkers, Spell Skites, definitely this right here. Thoughtseize is not good. Inquisition's like okay, because we can hit a piece. I don't think there's anything we can needle from them, right? I think we can needle as like a fetch land. We can take the needle out. Needle out. Cookbook's good for it's kind of sustain and getting under our bridge. It's like a nice clean sweep for us. Do we want anything else? Don't think so. Abrupt Decay from maybe Alpine Moon, but I don't know how much we care about that. We'll try it like that, and we'll see. The spite should be really good here for Prismatic and stuff like that. This hand. This hand does a lot of good 8 pieces here. This is tough. I don't want to greed out here. It sucks because it has the cage, an ending, but no white mana. Can we do? I think we can do better. Especially because if they have ending for this, I'm gonna mulligan. We'll keep this and we'll pitch Texas. Yeah. So a pitch Pixis because I want to use this talisman. Hopefully we draw a black source, but this is our black source for Inquisition. And we have 2 hay pieces here, so it's like fine. Because we're gonna go turn 1 relic, start eating their graveyard. Because even if they want to kill relic, that's like fine. Well, now we drew the black source, so we're gonna go turn 1 Inquisition. Hopefully take a ending or a or an Alpine Moon. We're gonna take ending here. So we don't care about Alpine Moon because we don't have Saga. So now if they go, they're gonna go Flooded Strand, maybe Alpine Moon pass, and then hold up Consider. Okay, so they drew the Hallowed Fountain for turn. So they're holding up Consider. We'll just get a ramp on. And just start eating the graveyard. Our deck does pretty well against graveyard decks just because we have a lot of like graveyard hate as it is, and then Saga just lets us. All right, so they're gonna. So maybe knowing that they had Faithless Salvaging, maybe we should have played Cage instead. Now they get 1, 2. Yeah, that was a mistake then. I guess we should have played Cage out. I discard Alpine Moon. So we can assume. Well, let's see. If they exile 4 from their graveyard, so 1, 2, 3. They can probably cast it. Yeah. Damn. Okay, so they're gonna get to play Demi-Lich. If we had played Cage instead of Relic. We also don't know what's in their hand. They could have an ending and then just like ending Cage. Definitely need some action though. They have Flooded Strand still. Another path we could have taken was not to tap out. And we could have just played a normal land, played Relic, and held it up. So that was kind of greedy. Okay, they have their 4/3. Whenever it attacks, exile up to 1 target instant creature, you may copy it. Okay. So we will get the cage down this turn. Ending. We can't kill it yet. So they'll get rid of. They have another Demi-Lich in there too. So I guess they'll get rid of Alpine Moon. And then we'll play Cage. And we can't kill Demi-Lich yet. We need a Glimmer Void or a Spire in order to kill that with Prismatic Ending. And as much as I want to crack this to dig deeper, we're going to try to be a little patient here. We have time. Yeah, I don't know what's in their hand. They've drawn a lot of cards this turn, so they could easily have like Wear Tear. Just a hard cast Phoenix, okay. So Bridge, we definitely want Bridge. Seems to be the... So they can't cast that. Right? Unless this doesn't... No, okay. Recline Pathway is not what we're looking for. I really need a colored source to eat one of these. I'm just like losing the fair game here. So we have a turn to draw either a colored land or a bridge. I guess they could just... They probably took out all their bolts and stuff, but... 2 mana, could be Faithless. They had the ending, okay. So we definitely need bridge here. And they get to eat Cage also? Oh no, they can't do it because Cage is input. Cage stops it. That's fine. Cage does not stop it. Okay, I was right the first time then. Because they're exiling it first, so they're not casting it from the graveyard. So Cage only stops these from coming in, but not once they're already in play. Good to know. Nah, damn. Okay, well. Ending's not as good. I'd rather have Inquisition than Ending. Is there nothing else I want here? Let's do that. So the mistake was casting Relic and not holding it up, or not casting Cage when we had the chance. Oof, this hand. No hate, no colored sources. Alright, this is better. So there's a reason to keep this so we can cast Voidwalker. I want Saga. I want like everything here. Maybe we don't need both Voidwalkers, but I think Voidwalker is just so good. I'm gonna pitch Forest here and just like hope for an artifact. We have enough to wear. All right, 2 Arc-like Phoenixes. We'll take an Ending. If we draw a Black Source, we can slam Dorothy. If we don't, we can slam Saga. Just kind of what it is. Ending. Okay. We can get Saga going, hoping for. They pitch Tarn. Or they didn't pitch it. They were going to draw and they put it in the graveyard. So they play Tarn now. Yeah. There's the. Getting a little unlucky or unfortunate here that we're not drawing any artifacts in our artifact deck, but we'll be able to make some and then cast these. They might have drawn Faithless here, and they're gonna bend 2 Phoenixes. It's unfortunate because if we were able to get a Black Source, we could have these just all this covered. So they drew with Consider. Probably thought Scar themselves. Hey, Torborg. Love the love. How's it going today? Alright, so that was their draw for turn. They kept the land on top. So they probably have a lot of spells to. Oh, okay, maybe not. We're gonna float this mana. So we're going to be casting Voidwalker this turn. I just don't know if I want... If we get Relic, we can't hold it up. But then they need a lot of interaction here. This is awkward. I'm assuming they have, like... They have to have some type of artifact destruction, right? I think we get Relic here. Oh, we can actually... man. It sucks that this is colorless and we don't have enough to cast that and hold this up. I definitely want to hold up Relic, because that's the only way they're coming back from this. Unless they start hard casting Phoenixes next turn, which I think that's what they're trying to do. Let's just brutality them and hold up Relic. So that's going to make them act here. Or it's going to force them to make some choices here. Yeah. Just really need to hit some lands. Wow, okay. 3 Phoenixes. So they need lands. So if they don't hit a land, they're just gonna play Alpine Moon on Saga. It looks like they didn't get the land. Because I feel like they would have played just slammed Phoenixes here. They can flashback Mending if they want. In that regard, we maybe should have cracked a Relic for a land while they were tapped out. And that could have been the play. So they're just going to hold up flashback Mending. They are going to play the Alpine Moon. Yeah, we can ending that if we need to. I think we are going to just play my monthly resub notice for your monthly stream. Yay. It worked. Yeah, so we're gonna play this and just hold up Relic here. I'm almost tempted to, because we have this and they're tapped out to flash that back. I almost want to I appreciate that. My commentary is on point. Thank you. Yeah, I feel comfortable with this deck, so I'm able to just kind of walk through every line. And this deck like requires a lot of thinking and time with that. I don't know if I want to, because we have Voidwalker. Their hand is all this. They can flash this back to draw more. It's weird that they didn't flash it back. I guess they didn't see the line last time, so I'm gonna hold it up. Do I prefer Abzan or Golgari now? I mean, ending has been pretty awesome, and it's not that much of a reach to go Abzan over Golgari. So okay, so they're gonna wear. Okay, so they drew wear for the turn. Wear tear. Interesting. Okay. But yeah, adding the ending, I think, is worth it. Because it's pretty much the same deck, just minus we minus a couple of like Assassin's Trophy and stuff like that. All right, so let's attack. Let's start with stirrings. Oh. That's a good one. We're going to play this Dorothy. We're gonna keep Spellskite, because if they really want to kill this, we can just like it's fine. And we're winning the race anyway. They have to deal with on a 2-turn clock here. So they can flashback mending. That's fine. There was an argument to popping this so that they didn't have the dig, but I think it'll be fine. They got rid of Demi-Lich. I'm trying to think of how they get out of this. They're not making their... They had to have hit a land by this point. It looks like they didn't. Unless they have like another wear tear for this. Metamorphose, okay. They could just hardcast Demi-Lich, I guess, but that's not gonna... So they did hit the land. Phoenix, that's not gonna do it. I get to attack them down to 3. Get the stirrings. Guess we can take a lantern here. Doesn't matter, we're not going to play it anyway. We're going to play Spellskite for extra protection, and that should seal it up. Yep, there we go. Good game. All right. So that is how you play against a graveyard deck. We basically set up our kind of graveyard hate pieces. We looked for protection, and we stalled the board long enough to get the win. I actually have to get rid of that quest mode bot. Unfortunately, F2K is no longer a sponsor. So this hand, we are on the play. I'm going to keep this hand on the play because we have stirrings for a second land. I don't think that's incredibly greedy. Unlike in Tron. Oh, okay, we found one. Close.
Oh.
The word is branch with the 17 months. I don't know what's going on. It's showing my sub thing again. That's good, right? You're the founder of 17 months. Welcome back to the nation. Is this a Luris deck? Yeah. Alright, monkey. So we'd love a white source. If not, we'll just have to brutality it. Okay, so we're gonna have to brutality it. So we're going to actually... Gonna escalate. Pitching. I think Needle. I don't think Needle does anything. Okay, Needle does not. They have... Oh my god. This deck is... This is a really difficult matchup. But if we get our white source, we can claim those monkeys. And Death Shadow and DRC. Fuck, they got another Thoughtseize? That sucks. Most likely take an ending here. We need to find bridge and protection because they run main deck K command. So this matchup is generally difficult for us. Yeah. We actually don't have any protection game one, so we need to set up the lock. Oh good, there's a white source. This is their hand. They can dash if they want. They can dash if they want to. I think we're just gonna make tokens here. They can bolt one, but like, whatever. Oof. Opponent running hot there. Double Thoughtseize. So we're definitely looking for bridge here. We're looking for bridge and the lock. So they're gonna take ending here. We need a lot. Monkey, sure. They didn't attack. I'm really glad they didn't. We're actually gonna grow. Can we grow this outside of? There's the bridge. If we make another one, we just have no mana. We can't cast our stuff. There'll be 2/2/2s. That one dies the bolt. This is their hand. I don't think we can afford to make a token here. And I think we need to get Lantern. Inquisition, ugh. We're just gonna play the bridge out. Because they're gonna Inquisition us. Probably take Shredder. Which sucks because if they didn't have that, we could get the Shredder down and kind of manipulate. We'll be able to get the cage down to stop any Luris interactions, but I don't think that matters too much right now. This will get our cage and help. Okay, they're lightning. I mean, that lets them filter. They're going to keep the land on. Do they even need the land? All right, there's Kroxa. Cage stops Kroxa shenanigans, so they might. Okay, they're gonna get my Saga. I don't know what they're gonna take here, actually. Both are pretty good. I guess because they are showing Kroxa, they're gonna take Cage. Yeah. There we go. Thank you, Tron Walker. So when Streamlabs reset, it turned put all my settings back on normal, or like like how it is normally, so everything shut off. Okay, so what we did at the end of the game there was just keep them off lands. They had 2 lands, and they knew they weren't going to win at that point. So that's actually really good. We won game 1 on that deck, against that deck. We get to bring in a lot. So like, I'd love to bring in all this stuff, but let's see what we can do about it. Like, I still like to board the 3 Thoughtseizes out. I don't know. Leyline's like a tough choice, because if we want to prevent against the Thoughtseizes and all that, like, I don't know what else we board out for that. Like, all of this is just fantastic. It hits all their main stuff. This also great. So like, maybe this is too much removal. I don't know. I like to keep in the Inquisitions to hit the K commands and just kind of all like the hate. We have Cage for Luris and Kroxa. We have Relic for that. We have Cookbook to kind of sustain against Bridge. Cookbook could come out. But yeah. Let's see. We need 3 cuts. If we're not going to board in Leyline, which I guess this isn't like the craziest Leyline matchup. Brutality hits small creatures and gets all their stuff away. Like, how crazy is it if we just take out both talismans? And maybe an Inquisition? Let's try it like that. Yeah, thanks everyone for sticking through the technical difficulties. This hand's solid. We also don't want to mull against a Thoughtseize deck, obviously, so I think they're probably going to go like Blood Crypt, Thoughtseize or something here. Oh, okay. Don't have anything to answer that right now. We can Stirrings here to look for, I guess, Bridge. It's hard to say. Like, you want to use your Stirrings so they don't get taken away, but then you also don't want to get the good stuff, and then they just take that away. So another deer. They're probably going to play Yeah, so there goes our bridge. So something like that. And that's one reason to board in the ley lines to avoid this. We also have Academy Ruins to get back bridge, which is nice, so it's not like the end of the world. So what we draw here, if we want to escalate, double shredder. We might, let's do... So we can Academy, Brutality, Escalate, pitch Shredder, because we can always get it back with Ruins anyway. We could pitch both Shredders. I don't think we need to, I don't think we're on like, if we're on like a tighter clock, I think I'd say both, but I don't want to play Saga right now because we're going to be, I want time to play all my stuff out. But if we did play Saga, yeah, no. Next time we will. And discard Shredder. Another Thoughtseize, Dress Down and Croxa, okay. So that's good that we did it that way. They just have Dress Down and Croxa. They're gonna play Croxa. Oh, Thoughtseize, man. They keep top decking these Thoughtseizes. Probably take Shredder? I don't know. It doesn't really matter. We can get them back anyway. They bottom Inquisition. So, okay, so they keep all their hand disruption in. I know sometimes people board them out. That's why I'm kind of reluctant to bring in Leyline. But get rid of Cookbook. Obviously, we'd love like a Lantern here. Just to control the top of their deck of lands. Oh, that's... Oh... I think we need to... unfortunately not play Saga here. Because we don't want them being able to dig through their deck. That's fine. Unfortunately, that means we... So now we actually lose Saga here. So maybe... Yeah, maybe that... Oh, okay, sweet. So Dress Down does... we can get back Bridge next turn. Or we can... Oh, wow, that's a great draw. I was gonna say we can Academy for Bridge next turn, but that was like the nuts draw right there. Because they could Dress Down that, make that a 13. They drew the land for turn. Now they can play Croxa. They want. We're definitely on the lock plan right now. So interesting, they're not playing Croxa. I don't know what I'm missing here. So we could get back Bridge. We can get back Shredder. We can't do it this turn though because we don't have blue mana. So I guess they're gonna flash. They're gonna. I see what they're doing. Okay. They're going to dress down and then cast Croxa. And it's just gonna come in as a 6/6. So we will be on the bridge plan. We're gonna still be on that bridge lock plan. Oh, they didn't. I don't know what I'm missing here. I don't know if anyone else knows. People watching the VOD are probably like, they're doing this. So they escape Croxa. So they can. We can put bridge. So let's think. We can put bridge. Oh, wait. Can I activate that? Oh, there we go. We can put bridge on top, play bridge, get lantern. I think that's what we do. Like, so we could get like cage or something like that to prevent it, but I think we know the last card's dressed down, so we don't have to protect. We can protect just the top of the deck. And it's just a land. We're drawing Saga. That should lock it up. So they can fetch this land away if they want. Which I'm assuming they're going to want to. They could actually fetch this away, play dress down, draw a card. Bring back Croxa next turn. Okay, Bolt. I don't really... Wow, they kept Bolton? Dress down again. Lures to hand. Oh, so maybe they can kill us. Oh, okay. They can kill us with Croxa, actually. Kinda. We can get Cookbook back. Let's draw a Saga, though, here. And go for Cage. It's going to take a little bit, though. It's unfortunate. Okay. But they can't do... They're going to need a lot of time, a lot of setup time. So they're going to bolt me. I'm going to go down to that. They're going to play Luris. EE. We don't want them to have EE. That's unfortunate because Luris can get EE back. Maybe we were greedy about our... That's really unfortunate. I mean, we have... Okay. We have Academy to get back Bridge, but... Oh, that's actually a ridiculous draw. So we can just needle EE now. And they can draw it and it doesn't matter. Expressive Iteration. We'll probably codex that because that's a good. So they have EE dress down. Croxa plays like Tron. Oh, they get to do this twice. Ah, shit. Oh, wait, did they? They already bolted me. Okay. Let's get rid of that for them. We could get Cookbook. Do we want Cookbook here? I think we can take a turn off with. Oh, wait. Oh, I'm stupid. I played. I can't do. Well, I can do it at the end stuff here. I tap my blue source here for. Oh, yeah. My top decks. Obviously, we can control them also, but I mean, maybe we should make a Tron Lantern Prison control. If we want our Tron lands back. So upkeep. Wait, do we want Cookbook or? We get Cookbook 1, 2, 3. Have for mana Cookbook. Sack that. I think I'm like overthinking this, but. We can go get Graph Digger's Cage, play Cookbook, and then we should be good. So Cookbook was just gonna gain us 3 life every turn, and then they can't like bolt us out. They're gonna dress down end of turn, draw. So they do have some outs because they can bin a lot of things and draw. Okay, we don't care about that. They get to draw that. Expressive Iteration. Man. We're gonna bin that because that's like a draw 3. Bolt. I don't know what's in their hand. I don't know if. Did they bolt us already? Wait, no, they bolted. They bolted the token, I believe. Oh wait, no, they bolted me already. Okay, they can have a bolt. I don't think they have 2 bolts in hand. If they do, then I just lose. They're just like looking. Oh my god. There's the other bolt. They're never gonna see it though. Expressive Iteration. You know what stinks is that if they expressive iteration into artifact destruction, then we just lose. Man. I think we have to... I think that card's too good right now. So we're going to have to Academy back Lantern. Take a draw off. It just sees way too many cards. We just got to hope their top deck isn't, like, insane right now. Nice. And again, this Grixis Luris matchup is generally terrible. So we were fortunate that they didn't top deck any K commands or Alpine Moons or just all their other hate. They usually run like, I swear, like 10 pieces off their sideboard. Vexing Devil. I think I just saw this person's name on like the leaderboard or something. All right, they're on Tron and they kept 7. That's scary. Tron is generally not a good matchup for us. If we had ending to hit the map, that would have been great. I mean, we might just straight up lose on turn 3 if they go mine, pass. Okay. So I guess they're just gonna get a tower. Okay. Unfortunately, our hand is not suited for this matchup. All right, so they do have natural Tron. Oh, wait, what's the mine doing there? We're probably dead next turn. Especially because they can just go get Blast Zone. We need like a million. Oh, I thought they already had the mine. Oh, I milled the mine. Ugh. I thought I wasn't even paying attention. There's the needle we needed. Yeah, I guess, I mean, we're gonna play Saga out. We're gonna play everything out, but... And then I guess we'll just hold up Needle to whatever Planeswalker they cast. There's Karn. Kozilek, ugh. It's awkward. Ugin. Not the most terrifying, but... We're gonna get a bunch of beaters here. But if Karn just shuts... Could be milling myself because I have Academy also. Wow, I hit Kozilek twice. It's fine. Do they have removal? Warping Whale? Yeah. Wow. Now we have to attack Ugin. Stirring, so. I don't want to relic in response because I want to hold up Urza Saga here in order to attack down Ugin. They've also had like being a Tron player, this is like an amazing draw for them. And they have another Karn move. Don't tell me they have another. Oh my god. Yeah, they're. So if I were to do the first effect, they would just exile. There was a creature already in the graveyard. So they would just pick the one. And like it doesn't like really matter. I think it is correct to do that. So you're absolutely right in that regard. But in terms of making a huge difference. Yeah, I definitely should have activated it in response to Karn on there and all that. Yeah, let's see. Unfortunately, okay, we do have another needle. I'm gonna hit Ugin so he can't ult. Gotta dodge like O-Stone or something like that. Ugh, yeah, Blast does it. Man, opponent has drawn very well. We never draw that well when we play Tron, do we? I'll see what our draw is, but we're pretty dead. That's like the only way they could win is if they top deck Blast Zone. Yeah, no. Damn. I was unlucky. So we can bring in Damping Sphere. We have Voidwalker. Definitely Needle. Spellsight could be good. Like this, because they're gonna bring in like Force of Vigor and Nature's Claim and all that stuff. Brutality's out. Surgical's good if we can hit a map on a mill. Cage, no. Bridge isn't the greatest here. And then we have a Talisman. We'll try it like that. Kind of like a you either win or you don't sort of thing. This hand, I think, is too slow, which is crazy because we could go turn 1 Lantern, Turn 2, Inquisition. There's no interaction. That's better. They also mulliganed, I think, or they're thinking about it. And we can pitch, like, probably pitch one of these two, because they're not going to kill our lands and we can just Glimmer Void for whatever. Although they could Blast Zone and then we're just like stuck with lands, but I think if they're playing Blast Zone anyway, we're not gonna win. Keep. See if we can like snag a map or something. They kept 7 again. So that's not good for us. They did not keep any Tron lands. Wow. What? What is this 7? They kept on the back of Karn? So they're gonna turn 1 Stirrings. We'll make them turn 1 Stirrings. If we had some remove, if we had Prismatic Ending, we would have taken the Sylvan Scrying and make them play the map. Oh. So they should find like a land there. That's a crazy 7 keep. I mean, I guess they can be slow because our deck is terribly slow. We're gonna have to get our beat down. Oh my god. Blast Zone is just terrible. We can needle that. They already have a Karn. I just can't believe they kept that 7. That 7 is... We are going to draw Shredder, so we can keep them off. No, they're going to have 4 mana. There's a power plant, so we're going to have to Shredder that away. There's an ending. Relic, we don't care about. When did they draw that? I guess they drew that before we saw. So they have Tron. There's like no way we can win this. We don't have enough needles. Because we need a needle Blast Zone and Karn and Karn. Yeah, if we drew Surgical, that'd be great. Yeah. That's what we're hoping for. We haven't seen Surgical in any of our matches so far. But we're gonna have to... And I guess we'll save Ending for... So they're gonna play Karn here. Probably plus on the Construct token. It's just crazy they kept that hand and it worked out. They didn't plus on it. Ensnaring Bridge. Relic of Progenitus. That's fine. Karn only targets non-creatures? Ah, thank you, Tron Walker. It's been a while. I mean, I guess we get to kill the bridge and then attack Karn down, but they're just going to play another Karn. Spankster, thank you for the follow. Welcome. How's it going today? The only thing that sucks is that this exiles, so Karn gets to get it back. Warping Whale. I wonder if they know that about Karn. I feel like they'd have to. They're just like digging. Map. I don't know what map gets. That's not Blast Zone. We just care about like artifact removal and stuff like that. Karn liberated. Okay. That'll do it. Do they eat that? Yep. Mill ourselves. Mill ourselves. Pretty sure we don't win this, but I can play like another smidgen out here. I think they would have played. I don't even know. We just need to like look for a needle. Just when they already had another Karn though. So they can eat Saga. They can just plus on nothing. Oh, or they can do that. Yeah. And they blast all their stuff away. So they're going to be drawing a forest, and we're not going to be drawing a land. So yeah, generally we have 3 needles, but hey Xenoman, how you doing? That land dies. We do have Academy. We don't have a colored source to get back all of our stuff, but oh, they have another blast hand. All right, running 2 blast hands. All right, so that's generally a difficult matchup. Our opponent drew extremely well, on top of it already being a tough matchup. But I mean, that's what happens. You do well against a tough matchup here, and then the other one kind of gets you. Pretty grindy. Against Artium. Artium? I like their logo. The rabbit. Every time I come to your stream, you make me want to buy the cards to play some Lantern and Paper. I mean, I'll take that as a compliment. I mean, I'm telling you that. I mean, the deck's cool. It just depends on like what you want to do. In terms of like competitive, like super competitive, obviously it's like tier 2.5 or something like that, tier 3. But as you see, it's really fun. Like once it gets going. But I mean, I definitely did buy it in paper. I had a lot of the cards, but I just kind of got the rest and put it together in paper, and it's been fun ever since. At F&M, they just call me like the Lantern guy now. You have a playset of the Urza Saga and discard spells. So yeah, so that is generally the more expensive part. This hand, I wish I knew what we were against, because I would totally keep it if we were against like a creature based. I don't like that though. Damn, we're going to 5. Yeah, the lanterns kind of increased in price, so they're like $4 or $5 a piece now. Before they were kind of bulky, but put those. Kind of an awkward start here. Isn't being known as the lantern guy the same as the party pooper? Yeah. I mean, and if you like it, you take it like a badge of honor, or you wear it like a badge of honor. Before that, I was known as the Tron guy, so you can see where things are at this point. We're gonna play our black source here, so we can. We're gonna take Desperate Ritual here, because we can kill Baral. We can't even fucking kill Baral, man. We're just like struggling on colors. But like this ending isn't gonna do anything else. But if they play Baral, play Ritual, play... I think we need Freud to dig into your deck. Funny enough, too, I have my master's in psychology, so I know all about Freud. But yeah, with my deck choices are Urza combo, Prison, Lantern, Tron, all the fun decks. I'm going to take Baral here because I don't have another colored source. If I did, I would have taken Ritual and killed Baral with Prismatic Ending. And if they drew another bear, okay, Foretold, yeah. But that's why you guys are all here, right? To watch the pain ensue. This is not good. You guys are just an audience to the torture. I guess they're gonna cast the Foretold card. Yeah. So scry 2, then draw 2. That's great. So right now we're not doing anything. We're moving way too slow here. Oh my god. This is unfortunate. Just pain when you're on the opposite side. Yeah, if you're not having to deal with it, it's not as big of a deal. I guess they're stuck on lands. Yeah, no one wants to, like, we just lost a Tron. Like, who wants to be on that end? I love playing Tron, but I don't want to be on. All right, they drew the land. Now we have a colored source here. Hmm. Cage. A Codex Shredder here because we could get the other land. A Surgical would be great also, but gifts. Put Ghost in the Grave. Wish. Oh no. Oh, Wish is so good. Oh, I didn't attack. I suck. I'm just like so distraught over Wish here. I guess. Oh man. Oh, I haven't played a land. Thank you. God, man, Wish just had me totally frazzled there. So what sucks is the reason I'm obviously annoyed is because they're gonna wish for something to get rid of this cage here. We have another saga, but yes, thank you for letting me know. So they're gonna spend their whole turn wishing at least. So that's one good thing. Metamorphose. So I'm trying to think like maybe I should have let them keep gifts. Like how big of a deal, especially if we already have Cage. And we don't know what they got with Wish. I'm assuming it's like an Echoing Truth or something. EE for 1. Ugh. Luckily we have Prismatic Ending. Is opponent going to be really sad here? No, I think no. Wish puts it. You may play a card you own from outside the game this turn. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, yeah. Mater, you're right. I thought it was a like a tutor. So this is from the new set Adventures. You may play a card you own from outside. Okay, so they wished for EE and they had to play it this turn. That's why they did Metamorphose and all that stuff. I guess digging if they need to do something else. That makes more sense. Unfortunately, that's our only colored source, so we have to do that. I can draw a land. And I don't really want them to have that. So, well, I mean, I guess, does it really matter? I don't know. How much do we care about Electromancer? I think we kind of do. It's also a creature that blocks our constructs. I think we just get more hate. Where's let's get relic here. Well, let's see. We'll mill them once and see what they get. Okay, well, we don't want bridge because we're on the offensive here. Does Needle stop anything else that we care about? I don't think they're running. Let me look at like a storm list because I know they're not running main deck EE. There's like no way, right? Probably just like a stock storm list. They're on a no fetch lands list. Yeah, I'm assuming they are. That's like the most common version. It's like sad. Like Storm's so not played that it's not even on like Goldfish anymore. They just have 2 wish. Yeah, I don't think they have an out. So we can we'll just get Saga. I mean, and they can. I don't know though. Do we want? We just don't want them drawing the next wish, but Brawl will make everything cheaper. They can still grape shot us. I don't know. I don't want them to have a bear. I think I decided that. Okay, cool. Land. Just gifts. Okay, well. Maybe I should have did that their upkeep. I didn't know if they I didn't know they had gifts. But now just all that just is pretty relevant. They could still get like creatures, I guess, if they want, but it's not completely irrelevant, but being able to control what they're gonna draw next, now I don't have any power. I don't know what they get though, because whatever we put in the graveyard, we just put like their best stuff in the graveyard. And they have no access to it. I guess while we're waiting, what's everybody play in Modern? If you guys are here, then I'm sure you're into the prison archetype or Lantern itself or something of the sort. Burgy, okay. So two cards in the graveyard. So Burgy's definitely going in the graveyard. I think we just put the 2 creatures in there, to be honest. And their library's a land. Just scroll into find a modern stream. Oh well, I appreciate that. That makes me feel very nice. I do the same thing. I'll scroll through because if you just stick with the top like watch streamers, sometimes you're not always happy. You're like you appreciate what they do, but maybe you're not just into how they do things. So finding some lesser known people is always nice. Martyr Proc. It's No, I've never played the deck, but I don't think I could ever get into that. But I respect the ingenuity you have with that. You just can't help but liking it. Yeah, I don't blame you. All right, they're drawing a negate. That's interesting. Main deck negate. Don't want to draw this land. I'll draw that land. We're gonna make a creature here just to grow this bigger. And we'll just hold up Relic. You know, it sucks too. If we actually attacked when we were supposed to, we would have won this turn. They could also have like, I don't think they don't run main deck Echoing Truth, but yeah, so if we attacked when we forgot to attack, we would have won. Kind of annoying, but like, lesson learned, right? The views on Twitch are always super concentrated on the top. Yeah. Yeah, it's just like the top 5 streamers. And I watch some of the top modern streamers and stuff like that, but like some of it's like arena content and I just can't get into that. I tried, but Warbreaker says they will be on Reanimator when they get the new cards. I was gonna say like the new Esper version with Faithless Mending. We played that that was our game 1 we played. We won 2-1. We beat them 2-1. We had a Relic and Cage pieces of the puzzle. It's good for them. Yeah, like I would love it if I think it'd be pretty cool if they got modern. If they had modern on there, I probably would play it. But okay, they're getting the strong count up. It's not counting it, but I mean they could just Remand Storm and we just lose. Storm count's 5. Yeah, there's a very high possibility we just lose this turn because we didn't attack. You prefer mode over arena? Yeah. Oh man, 8. Yeah, we just lose. We let them. We were way too slow. And they just remand their own Grape Shot and then cast Grape Shot again. Wow. Good for them. I also stopped playing Arena. I was playing Arena when Nexus of Fate was a deck, obviously on theme to our stream. But then they banned Nexus of Fate. And then I tried playing, I built the other Taking Turns deck with like Auron's Epiphany and all that. And something happened with that. I don't know if I forget if something in the deck got banned with like Time. Time Warp got banned, I think, right? And then, man, we just lose. Crazy, huh? They just drew a lot of cards. All right. We have a decent amount to bring in here. So, like, these are all potential things. Leyline. Yeah, right? We were really far ahead, too, but... You haven't played Standard since original Innistrad? That's a long time ago. I started playing in Ixalan, so that was before me. Yeah, all this is great. We don't want to die to goblins though, so I don't want to board out all my bridges. Let's see if they definitely run empty. Braid, Shattering Spree, all that stuff. But yeah, standard is like not my favorite just because it takes like a lot of investment, and then once it rotates, you're just done. Brutality's out. Bridges. I don't know how many bridges to take out. Needle. Needle can name EE. Not much else. Underworld Cookbook out. Is one needle fine for EE? I don't know. See how much we're bringing in. Can board that out. Like 2 ending maybe. Because we want all the hand disruption we want, right? We can get. Try that. Damn. Nah, we can't keep this. Oh, we can keep this. Solid. Yeah, the investment for arena is like a lot. Like I haven't put any money into it just because I've just been playing what do we want to keep? Man, you know what sucks too is we actually don't have any black sources, but going to 5 seems terrible. This is so brutal. I'm gonna pitch a forest here. I want as much black as possible. So we're gonna risk it here. This is, yeah. We have the ley line, which they can bounce if they want. All we need is 1 artifact. Like 1. Okay. Nice. Yeah, I think it's a fine keep on not going to 5. Oof, their hand. Pretty stocked, huh? Take opt here. Let me see something real quick. I'll be right back a sec. I hear something downstairs. Okay. I have rabbits downstairs and that I heard some thumping. So we took opt there to take their turn 1 playoff. Obviously, we would still like to draw an artifact so we can. Oh my god, that was the worst draw. Like, I don't even want to cast Thoughtseize here. They drew Brawl, right? Their hand is like insane. If they draw 1 thing, this feels so bad. I'm just gonna pass. Because there's really nothing to Thoughtseize. Like, It's all the same. We want to get Voidwalker down before he Thoughtseize too. We might just lose. They top deck something insane. Yeah, that's... You know what? Yeah. That might have been worth it. It's hard because it's like... It's turn 3. I guess they have to top deck exactly the right thing, which this plays around them doing that. So that could be E for 1. Damn, yeah, they top decked well, huh? They got pieces. They can pieces for another combo piece. Yeah, they got that nice juicy top deck, right? Or oh wow, they didn't even. Okay. Why didn't they play any of those this turn? That's weird, right? During your next turn. Oh, during your next turn. Okay, so they can still play those. Okay. Ugh, these are great. Yeah, so we're gonna have to just do that. It feels bad, but we definitely have to get that down. I'll just yield. Oof. I mean, I guess then they just pop off with everything. They have a lot of card draw and they have pieces, so we're pretty much dead here. They can't grape shot us, which is nice, but they can just draw into Echoing Truth or something like that. Let's see what they get. Empty the Warrens. Okay, so they're going to go for the empty plan here. So we definitely need like bridge or something. Which sucks because we can't even empty our hand because we haven't drawn any artifacts. I mean, maybe it was a Mold of 5? I don't know. They're all 1/1s too, so we got rid of... Nah, we can't win actually because we got rid of Cookbook to get rid of our dead draws. They didn't even attack. Yeah, exactly. There's the artifact. Ugh. So we can... Oh no. Oh, we need the bridge anyway. So what we can do is Thoughtseize our ley line out, but let's Inquisition. We can Thoughtseize our ley line here. We just actually need bridge. Noxious Revival. Take pieces here. Let's see. So pieces doesn't help us. No, none of these help us. The only thing that could help us dig is we might just like Serum Visions. It's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Ugh. Yeah, so we Inquisition, seeing if he would have anything. He's not going to pop that. Let's Serum Visions here. I think that's the only thing we can do. There's the bridge. We don't even have the land to play it. That's oh, that's so oh man, that's such a tease. Damn. They attack with all. I don't know why they're clicking through it, but they're leaving one back. Interesting. Oh man, so close. So we can like Thoughtseize ourselves. Nah, we need another turn. What's this? Opt? They didn't realize that we were targeting us ourselves. Yeah, then we just lose. Oh well, damn. And well, so when can, Voidwalker can't block anyway, so holding it back. Or I mean, oh, holding it and hoping you drew. Yeah. Oh, so even if we had Voidwalker there, I don't even know what we would get with them. Oh, ritual. Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's smart, Shadow. Yeah, if we had known we were going to draw a bridge, like in hindsight, it's like we know we're drawing bridge, then we can do that play. That's crazy that we didn't see an artifact till whatever. This hand is good. Man, we went 2-0 to 2-2. Pretty classic, I'd say. Get a nice clean Inquisition here. What are they on? What is this? Mono blue combo. Of course, Shadow has all the Voidwalker strats. Yeah, Shadow is Voidwalker's brother. Blue steel. Oof. When's the last time you guys seen this deck? Oh, that weird Pili Pala. Okay. So they make infinite mana. So we want to take Ballista, right? I'm sure opponents like laughing. So we could take I'm trying to think of what we'd want a surgical. Like probably one of the two. Let me look up that deck. I've that's so funny, Pili Pala combo. So it's like Grand Architect and Pili Pala. Yeah, that, like all the everything I'm looking up has like is like 2017 or something. Um, but that just makes infinite mana. I'm gonna take Walking Ballista. But I mean, I'm trying to think. Let's see. Chief Engineer. Okay. I'm gonna shredder them and see if I can find something. This one's 2019, 2016. That's weird. I don't know if you guys can find. No, definitely not. Mir Superion is like convoked in using Chief Engineer. I guess we'll just get Saga going. And they only need like one of these, so we'll just save ending for something relevant. There we go. Sacrifice, Judge's Familiar, counter target, insert sorcery spell. This is owner pays 1. Okay. So we can ending that. So they have nothing in hand. So I'll do that. We can pay the 1 if we want. They did not sacrifice it. And now we have the combo here. I guess we don't really care about that. I think we just need like a bridge down. We're gonna just get killed by all these 1/1s. So we're definitely gonna mill this talisman here. Stirrings is a good one. Yeah, it does. This one has flying, but at least it blocks for a little bit. What do we want to get? We can just get cookbook. I'm trying to think of. Blue steel runs out of gas really fast. Yeah, I mean they just dump their hand. Honestly, I think we get a shredder and just control the board. We already have 2 of the pieces, and they're drawing a land next turn. I can't imagine what else they would do, right? And we're drawing another shredder. I'm just gonna not do anything. Another chief engineer. And we could always like surgical their so they should just attack with this. Goldfish is coming up empty, yeah. Like even in the we'll just let them draw the land. Oh, that's a good one. I'm just gonna draw Inventor's Fair and just gain life off of whatever they. Every time they gain life, I mean every time they attack, we just gain life. I found this from 2019, doesn't seem to be running any combos. I guess it's just like a turbo. Yeah, Shadow. From that list, it just looks like a turbo, like artifact beatdown deck. Oh, here we go. Throne of the God Pharaoh and Lodestone Golem. Where's a land? All right, we're gonna Surgical Ballista. Let's... Oh. We're gonna Surgical Ballista at their draw step. That's Stirrings. There we go. Cookbook is what we're looking for. Got to be someone logging onto their Moto account that, yeah, it's, I mean, well, I don't know, you'd be surprised. Well, I guess there's no updates to the list, right? So if I attack, they hit me for 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, let's attack. Let's get in there. Because we have Cookbook now. So after their draw step, we're going to Master of Ethereum, yeah. Let's see what their, let's look at their deck. We're gonna just see what their deck is. I'm sure everyone else is curious too. Well, definitely updated. There's a Saga, Smuggler's Copter. Yeah, they're just like a mono blue combo-y beatdown deck. All right. I don't want to draw a land here. Hey Giles, thank you. And then, do I care about their bird? Oh, I guess we'll see what we draw with Stirrings. Same deck, but built with Sagas. Yeah, so I guess they updated it and... Oh, actually that was stupid. Yeah, so I should have attacked. I should have made a thing and attacked. I wasn't thinking. I think that's fine. Mostly clearest about the 3/3 split and just familiar, and yeah, I have no idea. Like maybe just what's the difference card? Just one just is better in I guess spirit decks. I don't want to draw this land. I guess it doesn't matter because I'm just beating down with food tokens anyway, but Smuggler's Copter. Kind of playing, yeah, I'm playing too reckless here. I just totally messed up here. Ugh, yeah, it's really messed up. I'm just randomly milling stuff for no reason. Because this is huge. Damn. Um, yeah, I messed up. I know they're gonna be. If we let them cast this, everything's huge. So they're just gonna chump block this. Yeah, I should have just let them draw the. I can't even Inventor's Fair here. Two, four, six, eight. You might just go on the. Might have to go on the defensive. Lodestone Golem. That doesn't really affect us. Are we just gonna eat these for life? I mean, if they only attack with two, that's great. Okay, we're gonna eat these and just gain some life and try not to mess up again. Um, yeah, we knew we were drawing that. Oh, shoot. Take out the draw steps. Now we kind of want to hit a land so we can Inventor's Fair for bridge and then just mill them out because they can't beat bridge. But since we messed up, we're gonna have to deal with this. Two birds. Five, six, seven, eight, nine. I guess we'll just play this because we're oh God, why is it? I thought I took that off. We're gonna play this because we're not gonna be. Man. All right. I don't think they have an out to this besides. Well, we took their ballistas, so. Guess we just turbo mill. Just because we're low on clock, because we were just chatting, but. I should auto yield to that also. I'll play this just in case I want to crack Inventor's Fair for whatever reason, but we're just going to gain life. Yeah, Jackie, it's spent too much time like looking up stuff, trying to see what they were on and stuff. But it's fine. Now we just do this. Yeah, we're usually not this far behind, but we were kind of just messing around. And then I had to pop a lantern because I messed up. Auto yield. And they're not going to time me out, so it's fine. That's clearly what they're trying to do. So we just yield till end step. And just mill them for 4. They're drawing 5 cards a turn, or they're losing 5 cards a turn. Right, there was nothing nothing crazy in their deck, right? We already got rid of Throne. Yeah, until end step. I'm glad opponent's playing fast though. It's always the worst. This is just like the grindy part. But I mean, if opponent wants to sit through this while I do this, that's fine with me. That's why we play this deck, right? So we could stirrings, try to hit like a lantern and stuff like that. I guess that would probably be the best thing, but in terms of time, we're gonna lose 1, 2, 3. Well, they can't even attack, so it doesn't even matter. Unless they can tap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, they didn't even tap them. No, we just win. So that's the combo there. All right. So they're just a like artifact beatdown deck. I don't know what they're gonna bring in though. But I feel like we want Spell Skites and Shadow Spear since we're against a creature deck. Abrupt Decay is probably really good. I don't know what they can bring in. I want the needle for, I guess, Walking Ballista. It looked like their graveyard wasn't used. Trying to think of what would a mono blue deck bring in? Like I feel like Spellskite can redirect any bouncing or anything like that. I'll keep Surgical in for their combo pieces. Bridge is obviously good. We have we have 3 needles. I don't know if that's too many. Well, let's look at their deck, I guess, again. So Needle on Blinkmoth Nexus, Smuggler's Copter. They have a Wormcoil engine. I guess the needles are fine. Soul Guide Lantern, maybe like if we really care about that. Bauble, they have 1 Bauble. I guess that's just all for Saga. Maybe like Down a Thoughtseize. I feel like I think that's fine. We'll try that. And then we'll actually like pay attention. This hand, we don't have any colored sources. We have this and bridge. Do we keep on the back of bridge? I don't like it. This is even worse. All right, we have a 5-land hand land. We're just gonna mill them immediately because it doesn't matter. Maybe had an island. So hopefully they're stuck on mana. Next time we can go Saga and Dispel Skite. Everything in the deck is 2. Smuggler's Copter, okay. Oh, fuck. No. That's not what I meant to do. I meant to ending the copter. Oops. Thorn of Amethyst, okay. Oh, I'm glad we milled that. Yeah, so I meant to ending that because they can play their like cheap creature and just attack for free. No, that was a mistake. So next time we'll play Saga into ending. Yeah. Womp womp. Also, they might have that 5/6 that's like huge that we could save for. What'd they do? They didn't draw a card? What's in their hand? Oh. Alright, so they get to attack again. I guess they're gonna play Saga, yeah. Yeah, this is biting us in the ass. That's a good one. Walking Ballista. Pithing Needle. That's tough because we're gonna have to. They can needle. Just for 3 again. Ah, man, this is tough. They have a lot of. Because we can ending the copter, we can ending the needle that they name probably on Codex Shredder. We have another saga. We can ending their tokens. We might just have to. I don't know. That's tough. Kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place here. Obviously, bridge would be perfect. So maybe we should be milling ourselves for bridge here. I mean, they can name Urza Saga if they want. Underworld Cookbook. Okay, well. You know what, use? Because that's way too smart, and that's absolutely the right plan. For some, I don't know. I was so distraught over this board state that I did not think well. But you're absolutely correct. Let's see. We can equip an attack. Damn yous, yeah. That's true too. I'm not. I do like that play also because they have 2 sagas here. Also ending this, we can ending tokens. But yeah, I do like that play. So now they can make a I don't know what they're gonna get. Oh my god, Spell Bomb. So good. I guess we're on the bridge plan now because we did not get a needle naming Contra or Saga. I can bounce this one, swing in for 7, 8. I don't know. I'm curious what they're going to do. It's just swinging with everything. I mean, not everything besides that. Yeah. Grand Architect. Hmm. Decent, but we don't. Let's see. Damn, now we're running low on time. So we attack. Oh, wait, they don't have blue mana up. Yeah. So they're gonna bounce this one. Oh yeah. Oh man, I am just. Okay. You guys are so smart. I'm just like totally. Yeah, like take a deep breath. Yes. I'm just like. You want to be able to stream and play either? Yeah, I mean, usually I'm like fine and composed, sort of. I don't know. This game, because I took too long in the first game, like just messing around. Then I'm just like trying to compensate here. Um. So what sucks is that now. Oh no, I still don't have to block. If they attack with these two, okay, they're just gonna swing it with the Opter. They're gonna draw a mirror. This is gonna pump them at least. Just gotta play faster, that's all. Do we play for bridge here? Let's see if they don't see this line here. Whew. Um, are we on? Are we just on like Bridge Mill now in 3 minutes? That's what it's looking like. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Corey, what are you thinking otherwise? So we're gonna play bridge. Oh, in terms of time wise, yeah. I mean, we have 2 resets. I think we're just gonna have to go quick. It's gonna yield, or will yield to next end step. Oh, what? All right, we have 3 minutes to mill them out. Wait, why is it? That's weird. I'm hitting stop at end step and it's not doing it. I don't know. I don't have time to like look through their shit either. Counterspell, ceremonious, okay. Oh, wait. Turn to 4 yields. We don't want them drawing a ballista. Yeah, we just really need to draw some mill rocks. That's what we need. We just keep drawing lands, which sucks. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna win unless we draw like another Murok here. Jesus, dude, we're flooding hard. It's so sad. Yeah, we're flooding hard here. There's one. Yeah, we're just focused right now. Yeah, I should turn that off probably, huh? I mean, the one is like, I have the one right there is like fine, I think, but... Shit. Fuck. This star's gonna fuck me. Oh, fuck. No, this is so sad. Ugh. That's what I get for fucking around, huh? It sucks we flooded so hard too. We 100% would have won if we drew at least another Milrock. Oh my god, they even had fucking... Ah! They even had Emrakul in the deck. And we beat Emrakul. Damn, that feels bad. Alright, well, if you guys are watching this on YouTube, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Peace. Yeah, that's what I get for fucking around. That was an easy win, too.